All right, good morning, everyone. It is 11:02 in the morning of March 26th, 2021, and I'm going to call it a day here at $517 day recap. I traded MP into Airbnb, and I'll show you what I did here. So on MP, this line wasn't there this morning on watch. Let's I'll hide that line. So I had MP on watch, and I was looking the levels that I had on it. In fact, I didn't have this level on either. Let's get rid of that one. So I had orders ready to go for 34.88, and it didn't make it down that far, and it started to turn around. And so I looked back, and I was like, well, here's this pivot right here, late in the day. And then it closed, just kind of just above that. So there's yesterday's close, and there's the pivot. So I was like, well, let me throw a line up there at the pivot, and I had it at the top of the pivot, 30. It was at the bottom here at 36.30 or 35.60, roughly. I don't know why it went back to the top right there. And so I was like, interesting. And so it hit that number. I didn't enter right here, and then it started to move away. And when I started taking trades, is when this breakdown candle high was broken and then held. And so I started averaging in around $36.40 on this trade, or $36.36. I was in at an average of $36.36 on this trade for 500 shares. And so then it moved up as high as 37.84. My real target, what I was looking for, was a break. Originally, I was looking for a break and a hold of 37.20, and then a retest and a move up. This turned out to be a better entry, because you can see the retest and then the move up. It retested here, and usually I'd put in an order at 37.20 for the retest for the move up. And you see it did move up 50 cents or so, but I got out at roughly $1. So I got out at 37.36 roughly, 37.40 roughly. So I think it was after it came down and broke the high of this candle right here, and then didn't close above it. And I was actually on the 1 minute. I wasn't on the 5 minute when I was watching this. Okay, thanks. 1 minute. There we go. Okay. So 36. Yeah, right. Yep, right here. Right at this breakdown, 36.39 is where I started to average in. Right there at the, you can see this dip down, hit that level, and I mean, I wasn't anticipating an entry at 35.67, which it turned out to have been a really good entry. But then it's when it came back above this breakdown candle high here, tested and moved away. I started buying after this candle right here, after this spot right here. And I only had to wait a few minutes there. You can see, I don't know, it was like 15 minutes, and it went up $1 per share, and I sold. And so then after that, Airbnb was actually the first trade that I took. And I put an order. So here it came up in the morning, and it hit this 178.85 level and pulled away, and then came back through it. And then in this 1 minute candle, I got filled right here inside of this candle. I put in an order after it broke up again, broke past that level again. I put in an order for 100 shares at 178.85 was the number. And then it did a good job. I was expecting it to really start pulling away. This is a Fibonacci, or it was a Fibonacci level. Let me see where did I get? Oh, no, I didn't get that. I got this level from way back. Where did that level come from? I've forgotten. 178.85. I forgot where I got that level from. It was on this morning's commentary. I'll have to go back and listen to my own commentary of where I got 178.85. And so then it moved above, and then came down, tested, and then started to fail. And so I got out of those 100 shares at basically break even. You can see I lost 9 cents on the trade. So, yeah, it wasn't working out, and I didn't want to sit here and wait for it. And actually, it almost went up to the 1% target here on this one, but it still didn't quite make it. So, yeah, and I didn't get in on this trade right here. I was doing something else. I don't remember what I was doing, but I just wasn't paying attention to it. Some small cap action today. So let's go over EEIQ. This is brutal. This is the 1 minute chart. This is a 1 minute chart. There are only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There are only 20 bars on the 1 minute chart spanning from 9:30 in the morning until 11:07. So let's see, there's 9:30 to 10:30, that's 60 bars. From 10:30 to 11, that's 30 bars. And then from 11 to 11:07, that's 7 bars. So there ought to be 97 bars on this chart right now. But this thing has been going into halts. And they went into 10-minute halts. You can see here, it went into a halt at 9:30, opened up again at 9:40. Went into a halt at 9:40, and it opened up at like 9:40. I don't remember exactly. And then closed at 9:51. And then opened up again at 10:06 for a 15-minute halt, and then closed again at 10:11 for a 5-minute halt on the way down. And then it stayed halted. It halted right here at a price of $30.60 at 10:12. Then it opened up again 35 minutes later. 35 minutes later. Down from $30.60, and it opened up at $19.18. So over $10 of a drop during the halt where nobody could do anything. Ouch, man! I was like, maybe I should get in on this. God, I'm missing out on all this right here, and I did. I missed out. I really could have bought. I mean, the buying action on this thing was incredible, but I didn't buy in. I actually had an order ready to go at the close of this candle. Let's see, the close of that candle is 1969. I had an order in. For some reason, I had an order in somewhere around 20. Let me take a look here. It might still be. No, it's not. It's not in my program, in my window anymore. Well, I had an order somewhere around 20 ready to go, and I just didn't click the button. I think I was going to go for 500 shares. And the reason I didn't want to click the button is because I was afraid of this right here. In the week between Christmas and New Year's of 2020 from December 25th, we'll call it, until January 1st of 2020, there were 2 or 3 stocks. There were 3 that did exactly this. I got involved in one of them like one time, but otherwise I stayed away from it. So just really, you don't see this quite as often, and this is an IPO too. They just put the kibosh on the trading, and check out the pre-market here. I'll go to the 10-minute for the pre-market. This thing ran up to $70.11 in the pre-market. They just in the exchange halted trading on this for 35 minutes, and then the stock just got a beat down. The stock price just got a beat down. The original offering was at $8 a share. So I don't know, maybe the exchanges were just like, we got to put an end to this now before there are too many people who buy way up here and then, watch the stock go from $70 like it did in the pre-market. Let's see how many shares. So in the pre-market, There was 3,000 shares, 6,000 shares, and we'll call it 2,000 shares. In this stretch of time, this is the 10-minute, and in this half an hour, this stock ran up on what's basically, 15,000 shares. Here, let me, I'll put it on the 30-minute here. Where'd it go? Yeah, there it is right there. So on in this candle here where it ran up from 15.22 to $70, there was all of 12,000 shares traded. Pretty tricky price action pre-market there, and low volume. So looking back, do I wish I'd got involved with this? Yes, definitely. Especially, I had a good $20 is kind of just as a rule of thumb. Once something breaks $20, it's like, okay, let's see if we can get to 30. Let's see if we can get to 40. Let's see if we can get to 50. And so the $20, I had an entry somewhere around $20. Hindsight being 2020. This $20 entry. Oh yeah, that's right. That's why I had it. $20.71 because I put a Fibonacci on it. So I had a $20.71 order in this morning, and I came really close to clicking the button, but I just didn't. So yeah, that's life. WAFU, same thing, except WAFU didn't go into a 35-minute halt. It just went into a regular, I think it was 5-minute or so, 10:10 to 10:11, 10:11 to 10. So there's a 15-minute halt between these. In this drop right here, from here down to here, there's a 15-minute halt there instead of just a regular 5-minute. You can see, and this thing went into several halts too. Let's see, right here, 9:53 to 9:58, then 9:59 to 10:04, then 10:05 to 10. Yeah, this is the 1-minute chart, so it went from 10:05 to 10:10. It started to pull back, and then they put a 15-minute halt on it, and just really. I know there's some people who are crying right now at their desks. Even if you only took like. If I had taken, suppose for a moment I'd taken 500 shares at the close of this candle right here at $27.38, and then I didn't sell on this candle at 35.14 or somewhere in that range, and then I got stuck in this halt and didn't sell, 500 shares from 27.48 to 21.15, that's $3,500, and I know there are people in this thing with some size, like I'm talking like 5,000, 10,000 shares. You're talking a drop from 35.14 to $20, $15 drop with 10,000 shares. It's $150,000 loss. I know there's some people just who are going to be crying on the floor, balled up. When something. Fortunately, I've never been caught in anything like that with any kind of considerable size. There was, in early March. I got caught with 200 shares on a stock that dropped from $50 to I think it was $38 or $36, and I tried to play it again that same day, and wound up with like a negative $3,500 day or something. It was really huge outsized loss for me. I seldom see a daily loss more than $500. But anyway, just that's momentum, and that this is the way the exchanges are behaving these days too, with the treatment of. I mean, you can't really call it stock manipulation, because people are they're watching the price action, and people are jumping in on the breaks of momentum. You can't really call that manipulation. That's just the way things work. So, yeah, and the exchanges have their regulatory, they have their mandates. They have to make sure that the stock market is a place for investors, not just traders. You don't want investors getting caught up into the trading blender. So, all right, everybody. That is my recap for the day. Actually, let's go over real quick. Let me go over my my week here. It's been a little bit of a slow week, but actually hasn't been too terrible. Let's see. Monday was the 21st, the 22nd. So it was the 22nd, the 23rd, 24th, 25th, and then 26th. So let's see how things are going. Let me pull up the calculator for this week. I think it's been an okay week. Not like crazy great or anything, but all right, 517 plus 176 plus 364 plus 75. Is that the 20? That's the 23rd. Plus 134. So it's been a $1,200 week. I'm aiming for $2,500 per week. So this is about a half of what I want to be doing. But I mean, let's divide that by what, a 40-hour work week. By 40. So $31 an hour. It's respectable. It is what it is. So, all right, everybody. Yeah, I'm out. Have a great week, and I will see you on Monday. Click like, share, subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you later. Out.